Welcome to my humble abode. I am Yorkie the Tale Spinner, and this is Tales Over Coffee, our morning show where we start the day with a narrative tale and a cup of coffee in the hopes that we have a blessed day. This is a black book.
You notice a noisy family gathering in front of one of the houses. It's unusual to see an entire family out on the street at this hour. Strange.
Good evening to you, Vasilisa. God, everything has been turned upside down in our house. The enemy of man is haunting our house. The devil himself is here. Everyone is scared senseless.
How did it manage to get in here? It's no simple matter for a chort to get inside a human dwelling. What did you do yesterday?
We just had some tea. Natalia likes it a lot. She's quite fond of tea. Then we prayed and went to sleep. And in the middle of the night, it all started.
But you didn't cross the stuff.
Tea time turned into a chort invasion. I wonder why. And did you make the sign of the cross over the...
That must be it. We didn't mark the samovar with a cross.
You must do this. And please, remember next time.
You're such a great knower, Vasya. Please, won't you help us? Don't leave us this way.
Oh, very well.
Thank you, Vasilisa. Have some...
You come inside the izba. Everything is in complete disarray. The chorts have certainly had their way. The demons have made a mess. They threw the dishes and cooking pots around, but luckily, the brass utensils seem to be intact. The most damaged part is the shrine in the corner. The icon cases are damaged, and the candles are broken.
Ritual behavior we know. That's what we found yesterday. Approach samovar.
You approach the overturned samovar. Suddenly, it shakes and starts to...
That's going to put 5 on him. That's going to deal 6. I don't exactly have a lot of defense here. So, we will use that as our key. And Urazi on him. Now you're going to defend him, you're going to do 4 damage. The effect amplifies by 1 for every other page of the same colour. Every other white page gives that +1. Healing on me, I assume. 4 damage, 3 waste. So I can block 5 damage. And I can take you down. Then he will have no defense from then on. The attacker. Now you're doing 6 damage, but I go first, I believe. Well, looks like I have to defend. He's down to 10. Doing 3 damage this time. I have a lot of defense, not much else. 6. And a block. So 3 damage again. And one more round should see this defeated. I have taken no damage. All I really need to do is block, but I can hit him. Block 2. Block 3. Take your backside out of the picture, please. And there we are. Slice 3. Increases that of each page for 3. I assume 3 rounds, okay. Turn 1. This page remains active for 1 turn and affects other pages. Amplifies, okay. I'm not sure. I think we'll go for father.
The elders of the family bow to you and thank you for helping them. They also give thanks to God for bringing you here. The girl, Axinia, assures you that from now on every jar in the house will be crossed.
And leave the location. Now we have 13, so let's have a look at the black book. Ah, that's already in the black book. Can we add? There doesn't seem to be anything to add. That's the map, that's the black book. We've already added. Very well. Let's leave. And go up the other path. The old river bed. One time the culvert flowed through here, now this place is a swamp.
The silver glow of the moon catches glimpses of the foul water. The chilled northern night air is split by dull croaks coming from the swamp. You move closer, a couple of steps. Suddenly, a demon appears from beneath the water with black horns and a body that is woolly and matted.
Right. Is this a new chart for us? It's doing 5 damage. So we'll block that. We'll do waste. And I suppose we'll do that. I think it's healing, but it might give me extra, I'm not sure. No, it doesn't, it just heals. More damage coming in. So, Ordelay, Razi. I can't just scorch it. Ah! I guess Kaha. I don't need the extra defense, but I'll take it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to block that if it comes in. So let's just do that. Block up one of the damage. Igla. Razi. We get a new page. Oh, we're already there. There's Camgort Woods here. Tiny woods to the north of Camgort village. In the autumn you can find mushrooms on mushrooms here.
Standing amidst the black wooden figures, you hear a rustle in the trees. You read the protective spells, but out comes a person, not a demon. An ancient woman dressed in old clothes. It would seem you have come across a beggar.
Is she a normal beggar? Read the beggar.
Oh, a witch, a witch. I can smell your kind from a mile away. Can you spare a few coins?
Yes.
I don't need much to get by. A person is only as good as they are charitable.
Of course.
Here you are. Don't forget me in your prayers.
Thank you. I'll pray for your lost soul. It's dangerous to go alone. Take
Indeed.
this. A
And we get
healing herb.
Adam's head. Thank you. And we are here, so onto the Bigishi forest. There's an old forest near Kolba River by Bigishi village. It has a master, every forest does.
Near the forest's edge, you see a white towel on an old stump. Someone has left a bottle of milk and some piragi. Near these gifts is a birch charter. Peasants from Bigichi village are asking the Leshi to take care of their cattle.
Well, since they must court the Leshi, I'm not going to disturb their gifts, am I? That would be cruel. Knowledge. Big bag. Number of active slots for items is increased by 1. Got price reduced by 10. Why don't you go behind TikTok? Since you can't stay safe and secure. Visiting peasants bring 10 more in gift. That could be useful. Page creation cost reduced. An additional key each turn, yes. Not enough skill points. Ah. 0 skill points. Cavalry 0. I see. 275. We need a lot more experience yet. We will
You
leave.
decide to leave the sacrifice to the Leshi untouched. This is Bigichi's folk business, not yours.
Indeed. Ravine. Well, we have a job to do. So let's continue in this direction.
On a hillside near Kacheva Lake, you see 2 silhouettes. One is combing the other's long hair. There is something strange in his uneven movements. Something that gives you shivers. It only takes a single step for the demons to notice you. In a blink of an eye, 2 enemies stand before you.
Very well. Demons at the ridge. They're coming in for 8 damage. That's unfortunate. Nice. Now they're coming in for 6 damage. Let's heal. Moves positive status. Okay. That's the bless. I need to block 5 damage. I can't block 5 damage. Yes, I can. There goes the bless. They're coming in for 6 damage this time. I can block 3. And you're done. Leaving you to do 2, which is blocked. And you're going to remove that now, which is fine. Waste. Waste. And Igla. A heal, which I don't need, but that's fine. All I need is 1 damage this time. Block him. Arousey, arousey. $75 experience, nice. On to the near Nivovka River. This river flows through the Polyud Ridge. Someone in Pochka village once told me that this river was formed by the tears of Polyud. Sounds like a tall tale. Well, nonetheless, it's where we're going.
Gloomy windmill arms creak in the distance, parting the pre-dawn fog. The shadow of an owl passes overhead. It crosses your path, a bad omen, since man's path and man's destiny are as one. Yet, could it be it was trying to point you somewhere?
It could be, and if not, it will lead to a fight, I'm sure.
Suddenly, you come upon a swamp and stop at its border. It is dangerous to continue onward. You turn to go back and notice a devil's finger beneath your feet.
Take the devil's finger. For health, we can heal with that. You know what? I think we should continue exploring everything that's revealed. So we'll drop back to Penisherkra Ravine. This ravine is famous among Cherdin's herbalists. It is said you can find a lot of good herbs there. Only if you're an expert in this, of course.
While traveling through the woods, you stumble upon a snake's nest. Baby snakes are still inside their eggs. Fortunately, the mother snake does not seem to be around. You make a small wall of stones around the nest and wait for the larger snake to come back. The mother snake soon returns. Seeing the barrier, she fruitlessly tries to get past. but soon leaves.
Wait for her
Some
return.
time passes, and the snake comes back with a bunch of grass in its mouth. The snake touches the grassy mass to the stone barrier, and the wall instantly collapses. The snake is reunited with its nest. You quickly grab the grass before the snake hides it. It smells of rust. The only noticeable thing about it is the cross shape made by 4 leaves. Fortune has smiled upon you. You have found a break herb, a bundle of aromatic weeds that opens locks and barriers.
Thank you, Lady Snake. I see you're a wise one.
You take the herb and get ready to go on your way.
And then it's the Gorodishensky ravine. It said that they should live here. A dangerous and unholy place. The ravines are death traps at night. Falling into one will surely leave you a cripple. Then we must be careful.
You meet 2 travelers from Bigichi village who are on their way to the fields. The 3 of you continue on your journey together. Near the mouth of a chasm, one of them jokingly tries to shove you into the pit.
Laugh it off.
You play along, thinking it was meant in jest. However, a moment later, it stops being funny. The peasant is inhumanly strong. He overpowers you, and you go tumbling down off the edge of the chasm. You come to your senses at the bottom of a narrow ravine.
Indeed. Someone with a dislike of witches, I'm guessing. 14 out of 17, so our health is increasing. Chud Forest. The Chud probably live here at some time, as the forest name would suggest. All Chud. Bronze plaques aren't hard to find around here. To come across one, however, is a bad omen. After all, they weren't made by Christian hands. At the time that this is based, of course, the Christian
You walk
faith was very
around the
strong.
windmill and approach the Chud forest. The grim silence envelops you. The only sound you hear is of the fir branches, whispering in the morning fog. Suddenly, you see a swarm of chorts flying out of the side of the building, gleefully throwing around pieces of the windmill's wooden machinery.
Chorts I deal with. Let's check the
The
debris.
short swarm dives into the gloom with a chorus of angry screams. As the forest sinks into silence, you inspect the windmill's debris. Among some wooden logs and mechanical parts, you find a small sack of flour and pick it up.
Off we go. And that leaves us heading to the windmill at last. The windmill stands at the border of the worlds. Between the village and the forest, it is said that the miller is a cold one himself, but not as strong as old Igor. And there is our
The
destination.
spruce branches part, and an old mill stands before you. This place is filled with legends and stories from the surrounding villages. Those who visited this place at dusk, or worse, at night, speak of dark phantoms in the windows of the mill, of sudden gusts of wind and other devilry. It is what they call a bad place.
Let's look around. Top.
It's a carrier log. It's used to turn the mill. The old wood creaks in the wind. You can climb inside using a log. There is a small hole in the wall. The old windmill is creaking from the cold wind. It is not so often that you see this kind of mill in Cherden Uyezd.
In Perm, windmills are rarer sights than water mills. This is because it is hard to catch wind and it is to harness the power of running water. Often windmills were built with a moving roof that was operated with a special lever. The wind could be caught just so the wind blades could begin moving with optimal efficiency. The most effective kind of wind was not the strongest wind, but moderate wind. Before the revolution, blades were fitted with special fabric. Blades are fitted with plywood. Continue looking. Actually, oh, that's the door to the windmill. Is there anything else? No. Let's go through the door. We're not a tradesman.
It's obvious the mill is old. Some wood has rotted through, making more windows. You approach and try to open the door. It's closed. The lock is as old as the mill. One good strike with something heavy, and it will break.
I could use the brake her, but I see no point in doing so. What's in the backyard? Because there is an opening there we can get through.
It's hard to see anything in the dark gloom of the night. Nevertheless, you feel your eyes getting used to the darkness. The black book may be aiding you. Amidst the thick grass, you spot an old axe, its blade covered with rust.
Take it. Plus 1 health. And back through the opening.
It's a carrier log. It's used to turn the... You try to clamber up, but your misstep leads to a painful fall.
Painful indeed.
Another attempt, and you are safe inside.
Let's just see what our health is, shall we? We can use a healing herb. F is to use. I think that's what it's saying. Yes. And that puts us at 17 out of 18. Look around inside.
Some kind of will has been placed here by the miller. The grindstones are still, but the blades of the mill are turning.
Intriguing.
This chest is for various tools used at the mill. Nothing interesting.
Locker.
You study the cabinet. Among various krinkas, old pots, and birch bark containers, you find a sack with silver rubles. It might be of some use to you.
I believe we're already being paid, and I'm not going to steal. Not money. An abandoned axe shop, not money. All earthen vessels to hold milk or other dairy products. The top floor, it seems herb. Adam's head.
A broken block of wood is near the wall. It seems to be part of the windmill's mechanism and the reason why the grindstones are standing still. Through a hole in the wall, you see the woods of Chirdin.
Let's go back. We may look out there later, but I'd rather fix the windmill first. That's upstairs though, isn't it? Yeah, that's upstairs. Where is downstairs? There.
The Chorts here must be completely out of control if they were able to damage a windmill like that.
Well, maybe I can't fix that?
Is it an ornament or something else?
What can I do with it? I'm not sure. Do we need to fix it upstairs? Is that it?
A broken block of wood is near the wall. It seems to be part of the windmill's mechanism and the reason why the grindstones are standing still. Through a hole in the wall, you see the woods
it's just
of
a block. I thought we had to fix it. I thought we were getting the block. Get outside. And there's the Chords. Hello. Hello, blue boy.
I expected to see a wretched old man, not a beautiful maiden. Why are you here, then?
Well, what do you want with the windmill then?
Haven't you figured it out?
No.
Perhaps I was wrong.
Seems the
about
miller may have
you.
upset you.
I thought of you to be a strong witch, a master of wit, deduction, and intellect, one endowed with knowledge that others do not possess. I guess not.
Your insults are like
The
water
windmill
off
is
the
possessed. But is the demon's presence here as spontaneous as it appears to be? I must think about why he's here in the first place.
Let me have a look what we had of knowledge. It's been a while. Sacrifice was not made.
You were summoned by a
Or wasn't
sacrifice. You've been here since your creation.
Well, you are knowledgeable indeed. Not to mention, I'm bound to this pitiful miller. But I desire a powerful master. Take me as your servant. My sacrifice will attract someone more agreeable, and you will have both your reward from the miller and the reward of my presence.
I agree.
Well, so be it. I could use a chort like you, if not just for the conversation.
Wait, perhaps you are not as strong as you seem.
You wish to
There
stress
is
that?
yet to be such a Khaldun who can outmatch the 13th brother.
Well, brother, let's see what you have to offer. You have 50 health, and you're doing 10 damage. Steal run page for 6. Indeed. You're doing no damage to me this time.
You are so arrogant. Do you really think you can defeat this ancient spirit?
Oh, I believe so.
My book will help me.
This can't be.
You're doing 13 block. Let's heal. And let's get some attacks through before you block.
It is a legendary artifact.
And it's Greek Commander.
Before, and I'm not going to now.
You don't need to give up, you'll simply lose. You're doing 10 damage. You're once again blocking. I can't do anything with that one. Waste will get through, but you are defended. And once again, you're coming in with heavy damage. Cover lies. I don't think that will get through, but we'll use it. And now you leave yourself vulnerable. Now you serve me. Increase the number of orders in the book in the next round by 1. I'd like another healing. You gained a level and grow in power. You are now in the skill section of the menu. Here you can unlock new magic abilities. Visit these through the menu at any time. With each level you increase your health and gain knowledge points, which are necessary to unlock new abilities. As you increase your level, more and more demons will join your swarm. Some abilities unlock automatically at the moment of obtaining a certain level. Level 5. Okay, just deal 1 more damage, useful. Requires level 3. Level 3. Draw an additional key. Yes, I think we'll do that. And that's the orders used up. Or the skills used.
You take the demon into your personal service. He will ask for work, like any other chort. The mill is now without a spirit, but this is none of your concern.
Nobody talks patient is to interfere with the work of peasants, so he knows all about housekeeping and farming. Not long ago, there was a rich man who lived in a village. He had a watermill. One day he fell ill and found himself at death's door. He told his worker, gather 3 horses and take me to the mill, for I will die today. The assistant did as he was told. As he was riding home, he thought to himself, how did my master know that he would die today? He called his horses to a stop and rode back to the mill. When he arrived, he peered quietly through the window. Or did he see his master just sitting there, crying bitterly? Just then the trap door in the cellar opened, and several devils emerged. They tore the master's skin open and ate his flesh. Then one of the devils possessed the miller by crawling into the skin that was left over. Oldegar has passed on to you his pester full of chalks rather. Now you have a number of chorts yearning for mischief. Be careful, idle chorts torment the Colden masters. It takes time for chorts to do their job, a day or more. Each location has a specific type of job. Each chort has a job preference. You can discover it by learning a specific skill. Chorts perform better when their job choices, and worse with the ones they hate. In order for chorts to not torment you and steal your health, don't forget to give them jobs every morning. Interesting. Thirteenth brother. Then rats. Slander innocent girl. Make children disobedient. Slander an innocent girl. Is that how we do it? Return home. Chapter 1, how to kidnap from a banya.
And then he disappeared. He won't be interfering with work at the windmill anymore.
So, you took up a new chort. Hope it doesn't backfire. Well, while you were gone, I had some thoughts about the seals.
Indeed.
Every single piece has its meaning, and every seal requires a demon. The second one is the aspen one. We'll have to think what to do next.
Seal of
The
Asp.
first seal was opened by touch, and that was all. How do I open the second?
Well, not by simply touching the asp, that's for sure. I think we need evil spirits, so we'll find the aspen demons.
Where do you think we can find them, Grandfather?
I don't know yet. I'll have to think on it. Go deal with the things you can at the moment, and let me think.
The
Can we
seals.
open the others right away?
I doubt that, but who knows? Look around a bit and maybe you'll fortune upon the right chort.
I see. Time to get to work then. The chorts are back.
Do we have a... We have the 13th brother. We have Matvey and Pichnik. During the reign of Ivan the Terrible, Matvey is now a fiend. We have Ivashka. Ivashka likes it when children starve. Oh, we have Fyodor One Eye. Lost his eye in a bet with a sinful lot. Who accepted bribes now hates people even. How do we tell it to do this? Vendrat Salmans appear in the night. Slander an innocent girl. Makes children disobedient. Okay. How do we do this? Tester with shorts. Ah, I see. Send them like this. Then rats. Going to do 13th brother. Slander an innocent girl. Here in the night. I think that should be fine.
I sent them to perform an arduous task. That's why they weren't around.
Now I should give them tasks?
Well, what did you expect? You knew what you signed up for. Everything has a price, especially wishes. If you don't want them to torture you, send them to curse people. That's the life of a Khaldun for you.
And if I don't want to curse anyone?
Then suffer. These demons won't leave you.
I've seen them before in your Pested. Not often, though.
Now you will see them plenty. You can observe our entire gubernia in your Pistel. In the end, you decide what you do with those jorts of yours. God help us.
Alright, we will come back to this next time. I have a feeling that I may have more information on how to do it. But for now, we save. I've been Yorkie the Tail Spinner. This has been the Black Book, where we are having to walk a difficult path between help and harm. I shall see thee anon.